Yeah. Let's switch a little bit and talk about what about like disadvantages.
Yeah, disadvantages. I think the main disadvantage, why immigrant churches are criticized, is because they seem to be like a cultural bubble where they're not really reaching out to their community. If it's like a Filipino American church, a lot of criticism that happened in my church is like we are located in a city, but we're not really interacting with our community. We just interact with each other, other Filipinos in the community, but not interacting with non Filipinos. And we also have non Filipino coworkers, friends. And how do we, like, how is our church going to minister to them? Because when I had this issue when I was young. I had a Chinese friend, and I invited him to my church, and I also invited his family to my church. But there was like a cultural gap, and it felt awkward for when I visited or when they visited.
Hmm.
So ever since that experience, I've always been having a hard time inviting my friends to my church. I usually like try to share the gospel with them, and then encourage them to go to a church that I know of. So that's a whole nother issue. Um,
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I think like because it's so monocultural, it's easy for like others outside of the culture to feel out of place.
yeah, yeah. Especially if you're a visitor and you're not Filipino and you're at that church, you're gonna feel like, oh, I don't belong here.